Many people they think it's a holiday. But every day is a holiday for those who realize the truth about life. Every day is a holiday. My friends, today for some fun, we have changed it. It's not Ask Air today for the beginning. It's Air Asks. So I'm not going to spend the whole session in Air Ask. I'm just going to ask you one or two questions. And then you can ask me questions. So it's not that I'm going to ask you 30 minutes questions. No. My first question to you all, and I want to see how many of you would like to answer this. How much have you moved forward on the path of enlightenment? So anybody can answer this. And then I have one more question, which I will ask after this. But my first question, anybody wants to, either you put up your hand or you can type your answer. Both ways is okay. You can type your answer or you can put up your hand and administrator will ask you to unmute and speak. The question, how far have you gone on the path on enlightenment? How much have you moved forward on the path? Rajendra Bakwana. Rajendra, please unmute and speak.
Shivoham.
Shivoham.
So, here I believe that if I say anything about my enlightenment, my self-enlightenment, it would be, arrogance on my side. So rather, I want to ask you if you can let me know some milestones, then I can say yes, no, quick answers, really quick answers.
Okay, so how much have you been able to go beyond saying I am the body?
I think 90%.
You feel you're not the body?
Yes, 90%.
What about the mind? How much do you think that you are the mind?
Many times I feel, but I have created a conversation here that whenever I see someone, I look at someone as, he or she is not being his soul or being his body, mind and ego. At that very moment, I am alert that I am actually being my mind. Are you getting what I am saying?
Yeah, but you can elaborate an example. Can you give me an example?
I mean, for example, if I'm thinking about someone else, that he's so-and-so, I mean, disempowering conversation regarding others, that he is a bad person or he is not doing it right, these, that, blah, blah, blah. I mean, playing complaints about another, okay? At that very moment, I have a created conversation within me that I catch myself that I am not being soul right now. I am being body, mind and ego at this particular moment.
So very good. So I think that all these are marks of moving forward. But what I want you to do is, I want you to have your mind. You have to be able. I can't evaluate your on the journey of your enlightenment.
Yeah.
Because I don't know everything about you and your life, right?
Right.
How much are you caught by your cravings? How much are you caught by your desires? All these things will decide. For example, if you are very fond of something but you gave it up, then it's a great achievement. Because overcoming desire is, like Buddha said, it's a key subject, right?
Right.
So my only thing is that today I'm asking you a question so that it can help you.
As far as I'm sorry to interrupt you. As far as my cravings for food is concerned, okay, like I mean, like you have shared earlier that you used to be foodie, so the same thing is with me also. But since last so many months, I can say that I have not demanded for a particular kind of food. But yes, I can say that I haven't given up.
Okay. So good, Rajendra. So again, I'm saying this question will come back again. How much have you moved forward? Let me see if anybody else wants to answer. Does anybody else wants to answer? Sudeep Bhargava. How much have you moved forward, Sudeep?
Shivam, sir.
Shivoham.
Sir, I will not be able to comment how much have I moved. I think you will be a better person to tell me. You definitely know a bit more about me than Rajendra Makwana ji or anybody else. So I'll leave up to you.
I've known you for a long time. But
yes,
what
sir.
do you feel? What do you feel? I'm just asking you, what do you feel?
Yes, sir. I would like to touch upon a couple of points. Maybe that can just because that is something that I have observed in myself.
Yeah.
The first thing is that I, over the last, especially over the last 5 or 6 months, I have reduced my speed at which I used to take a decision. Consciously, I reduced that. No, I increased the time rather. I reduced my speed of taking decision. I have increased the time span.
Okay.
So earlier, if I used to take a decision on, especially on things which were not going right, I used to take a decision within 2 or 3 minutes, and like mostly a spontaneous decision. Now I tell myself, okay, it's not going my way. Let me just wait for another half an hour. It's not going to matter anyways. Let me take a decision after another half an hour. In fact, there have been some cases, maybe I'll discuss with you sometime later, where delay was happening in days together. If I look myself 5 years back, by this time I would have blasted that person. But this time I did not take any action. I was like quite surprised, and I was like, am I going in the right direction? Because I'm not taking any action itself. So that was a surprising thing for me. 5 years back, I could not have believed that I can do this kind of a thing.
So compassion, you're saying a lot of compassion, a lot of patience, a lot of
Patience, yes,
silence.
sir. A lot of patience has definitely come in. And secondly, that silence thing that you told me, for the last 3-4 months, I've been practicing it, and it has given me good results as well. I'm doing it much more often than possibly I was not doing it at all, maybe around 6 months back or something. But especially over the last 3 months since this Zoom talk started, and you asked me to do it during a Zoom talk itself, I've been doing that, and that is something that has, like Sanjay Dasji also tells, that has given me a lot of peace of mind, and just to slow down the things a bit as well.
So today I did this trick. Instead of starting with you asking me questions, I started with me asking you a question, because I want to understand. I'm going to ask you just, I said, 2 questions maybe.
Yes.
And the first question was this, right? How much each of you feel that you're moving forward? Anybody else wants to say?
I want to share.
Sanjay
Guruji.
Das, yes, Sanjay Das.
Shivam,
Shivoham.
as he was telling that we have learned, I think for last 1.5 years, I'm with you, and it is like acting as a booster dose. I have become very much calm. Like this, our friend was telling, because we are able to take decisions. And the meditation, the way you told us, just keep silent, all the senses off, getting up early in the morning, and then after that chanting, the day goes so well off, and mystically everything gets done. And we become silent, and really, and during the day also you told me to your 5 to 10 minutes, which I am following. I am blessed with your divine presence also.
Thank you.
Shivam.
So you feel you're moving forward on
Yes.
the path. Good. Anybody else would like to say? Because then I have one more question to ask you. Anybody wants else?
I want to share.
Samita. Yes, Samita.
Shivam, sir.
Shivoham.
Sir, I learned detached attachment from you.
Okay.
I was really very attached to everything, including my pets. I realized this when I lost one of my kittens, and it was an old Samita, would have cried for days. I was very calm, and I realized, okay, it's a soul, and it's going to go on its further journey.
Yeah.
And I also learned to live in the moment. I was a person who used to plan for days ahead of me.
Yeah.
So somewhere listening to you every day, and from your talks of like calming yourself by keeping quiet, I have learned to live in the moment. And also I've become much, much calmer, wherein when my children say like, Mama, you've become so cool and calm. I was very hyper. And also I've learned to accept things as they come, because I know whatever is happening in my life is due to something which I have done or I have asked for.
So very good. So my dear friends, from all the answers I've got now, I'm happy to say Samita's answer makes me feel that she has taken concrete steps forward. I wanted you all to give me answers like this. So Samita gave me 1 step, 2nd step, 3rd step, 4th step, 5th step. So if you ask me, if Samita asks me, you tell me, am I moving forward? I can tell you definitely you're moving forward. So you all need to, that's why you've got that enlightenment book. Each of you must take specific and concrete steps. I'm really happy to hear from Samita that idea of the kitten dies. I know it's not easy for a pet. When a pet dies, you think, oh, my world has come to an end. No, the way to do it is to accept, to surrender, to be in the moment. I like the sequence of what you said. So thank you so much for sharing. Who else? Thank you. Surinder Goyal. Did somebody else want to speak up? Okay. Surinder Goyal says, I feel I am on the path or track, but how much I progress is too early to say. I am more balanced than before and better equipped to handle the stress of life. Very good. Again, two good points. But what I would want you all to feel, I want you all to have concrete, I want you to feel the concrete progress in your path of enlightenment. Navjot,
So I have figured out two things. There are two voices inside us. One is of the intellect and the other is of the mind.
yes,
So the intellect will always suggest you things that are for your betterment. But the mind creates an havoc.
good,
Secondly,
amazing, very good point, Navjot. Continue.
Secondly, I have been able to control my anger for a very long time now, around 2 to 3 months. But one thing I want to change is I am very lazy. I want to be in karma yoga, but I am not able to.
You are very what? You are very
Lazy.
lazy. Okay. It's good to accept that at least. So good, Navjot. Thank you for your two inputs. So that's moving forward. But remember, the path of enlightenment needs many more steps. So you should be able to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You should be able to tell yourself so many steps. Who else? Bridget. Yes, Bridget. How much have you moved forward on the path of enlightenment?
She will answer.
Shiva, Bridget.
I'm thinking I make a lot of progress. Really
Okay.
a lot. I'm fair on me. I'm proud of me. Excuse me. I have my English is better because
No
I
problem.
read really much in English now. And I have lost my dog Shakum, my cat Shelly, my other cat Mikazari since the first of the year, or the start of the year. I have been able to accept all this without become really sad and depressed and so much and annoyed by this. I think I'm get no more angry fastly and more calm. I try to spend many time in silence and I take care of my other dog and I enjoy every day with more happiness.
So I'm happy to hear so many things.
And
So you feel you are moving forward on the journey, and you have a book in front of you.
I have received your book. I will start.
You printed the book.
Yes. Yes.
Very good.
Will
Very
be
good.
more easy for me to take notes and ask questions after.
Okay, so very good, Bridget. And I'm happy that you're improving your English so that you can also talk to us more. That's a very positive point.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bridget. So I have
Thank
also
you.
one more question to ask you, but I will not ask
Yeah.
you the question because then the whole session is gone. I'm going to move to ask two more people want to speak. Gautam and Rajendra Makwana once again. Gautam, Shivoham.
Yes, I'm feeling so happy today that I'm so lucky to attend the Zoom classes today. And I learned about first thing after attending your class is I don't want anything in my life. I want only enlightenment. That's all, and moksha. Because before I was not attending your Zoom class, and before not coming to temples, and I was having many dreams. I want car, I need future well, I want to settle well, I need bungalow. I was very this thing in I was in very this thing that I need this, I need. But today I am happy. I feel that I don't want anything and I just need moksha. And
Very good.
and today I have controlled my little anger and today I love everybody in this world, human beings and animals. I love everybody. I just feel that they are the divine soul. Before I was not attending any Zoom class connected by you. I was thinking that all the people are, that's all, human beings just live and they die. I was not feeling like that they are the divine soul. But today, after attending your classes and Zoom classes, and I feel that they all are one soul. I'm very happy today.
Very good. Very happy to hear, Gautam. Thank you for your nice, transparent answer. We have 3 more people. Kiran Katuria. Kiran. I think Rajendra Bhagwan wanted to speak also, right? Okay. Kiran. Is Kiran there or Rajendra? Who's speaking?
May I speak here?
Yes, Rajendra. Bolo,
Kiran.
Rajendra.
Yeah. So what I was also saying, adding to what I have already said, that I have become very cool and calm. Earlier, I used to get irritated, upset, frustrated, and that is tremendously reduced. And as far as the fear of tomorrow, fear of future, there is no fear at all. I mean, I was thinking that I should not die. I was praying to God that please don't take me up before I pay all my debts, etc. But now I have left everything up to God.
Amazing. Amazing. I'm very,
You say, yeah.
very happy to hear that, Rajendra. I'm very happy to hear, and that I can see it. I can see the peace on your face. I can see that you are very calm and you're in the mode of surrender. Very good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rajendra.
Thank
And
you.
thank you for being more specific. You came back to be more specific of your answer. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. Kiran, are you
Thank you.
online, Kiran?
Yes.
Bolo, Kiran.
Shivoham, Pranam Guruji.
Shivoham.
After coming in contact with you, I have become very fond of listening your bhajans, especially Satyam Shivam Sundaram, Tum Gagan Ke Chandrama, and I try to contemplate on the message which is hidden in the bhajans, and I like silence and enjoy silence and calm, and I am able to calm my mind and try to do according to the laws of God. Don't try to do which is against it. And your blessings are always required to guide us. I always hear your words, and even I listen to you ask here again. So really, everything given by you is blessing to us. And
Thank you
I
so
hope
much.
we will move further in
So
this
how much-
direction.
So how much do you feel you're moving forward? Are you feeling that every day you're taking one step forward in the direction of the path?
Yes, yes, of course.
Okay. Okay, Kiran. Thank you. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
very much.
Thank you. This is from Gaurish. I'm really blissful. I was too greedy. I was so crazy. I had ego. I had lots of anger. I used to get angry at small things. But after your guidance, I really changed my life. I became more calm. Then before I'm able to accept the problem as it is, I used to think, because some persons I'm getting problems after your guidance, I understood that because of my karma, I'm suffering. Very good. My friends are really surprised by my change. Thank you. Thank you, Gaurish. Thank you for your transparent and honest answer. Thank you so much. Veena Karate says, Namaste. I want avoid emotional decisions, trying to accept the situation and people how they are, more strong than earlier. Friends, identify that and ask, with whom are you surrounded? Learning to forgive and forget. So, my dear friends, I'm so happy. Today is one of the happiest days for me when I see all of you are progressing on the path. I just thought for a change, we've been having Ask Care every day. So I said, today it will be Air Asks. So we just changed it. And once in a way, I'm not asking the second question today. I will keep it for the next time. I had a very interesting question, but let me not reveal the mystery. But I will ask it next time. I'm so happy that all of you are moving forward and going on the path. See, enlightenment is not for everybody. Enlightenment is a niche subject. 99% of the world is living a material world. 1% is living a spiritual life. In that 1%, very small percentage is moving forward on the path of enlightenment. It's not easy. Don't think anybody and everybody can be enlightened. So therefore, I am so happy that all of you are committed, you are dedicated, you are coming regularly. I see you coming on this call practically every day. At least there are 40, 50 of you. Sometimes on Fridays, there are 70, 80. I know sometimes 10 of you are not able to attend a call. So therefore, if everybody attends all the days, we will be 100 people. But some of you on one Monday, you're not available, or Sunday, you're not available. So each of you misses one, but some of you, you don't miss a single day. And that is fantastic. And it's really good for me to feel that devotion towards your enlightenment, towards the path. And I feel so happy to come and to share my learning with you. Every day I learn something, I come and share with you. I'm learning. Every day I'm learning something new. And every day I'm sharing with you. Because the path of Jnana Yoga is that every day we pick up something new, and something. So let us start. We will start with Ask Air. Does any of you have any questions? So anybody wants to have a question, or should I ask you the next question? Or are you asking me a question?
Here I
What do you
have a
want to do? Yes, please ask.
It may be a silly question, I don't know. Actually, what happened here? I have a very bad habit of singing the song when I take a bath. When I take bath,
So
I don't know why this habit. It might be some effect in my enlightenment life.
no. So only one small change. What you're singing? You're singing all Bollywood songs, right?
No, sometimes I sing some Bollywood songs. Sometimes I sing your songs also.
No, no.
Bhajan.
You just continue singing, but you sing only God's name. So then that will take you towards enlightenment. When you're having shower, you say, you can just
My
say,
wife will be
Raghava Raja Ram. Sing any song. Sing Hare Krishna, or Shivoham, 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 Shivoham. Whatever you sing, keep God's name on your lips. That is the way to go towards enlightenment. Okay?
I was asking. I was thinking. I want to ask this question or not. I was thinking and thinking. Today I asked it.
No. So singing is not bad. Just convert the singing into God's singing. Then that becomes a yoga. That singing becomes a way of being in yoga, being in union with God. So it's always good to be connected to God. That is what is a true yogi, right? So we should have a true yogi. So okay, so today I think you're in a mood for me to ask you a question. So here's my next question for today. What happens at death? Who will answer the question? Each of you today I think the mood is to answer me. So Ask Care will be tomorrow. And today the question again, what happens at death? Who will answer? Sudeep Bhargava.
Shubham sir.
Sure.
So the gross body will return back to its 5 elements, and the subtle body, which is mind, ego, memory, and intellect. So the mind and the ego will take the next birth, which will be depending on the karmas. And if the person, while living, if he has realized that he is not the mind and the ego, he doesn't associate himself with the mind and the ego, then mind and ego do not have any significance. Then that gets dissolved and the soul gets liberated, and it merges with the Paramatma. In any case, and if he is not enlightened, then the soul will just mix with the consciousness all around, which in any case is going to happen. But the mind and ego will definitely take the next birth.
Okay. So good. I have understood what you said, but let me see what others have to say. Good answer, Sudeep. Next, who else would like to say what happens at death?
Rajendra.
Yes. Go ahead. Bolo Rajendra. Sure.
To answer your question, that what happens at the time of death?
Yeah.
I would answer that the power supply in the form of soul goes away.
Good.
And the body is completely still dead. That's all.
Good.
Yeah, this is my simple answer.
Okay. Good. What you say is correct. But remember, since you're saying the answer, then what happens to the mind, the ego? You know what happens, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll leave it at that.
Yes, yes.
Kumar Swami. Yes, Kumar Swami. What happens at death?
Shivoham.
Shivoham.
Actually, at the time of death, first the breathing will stop.
Good.
So the breathing stop, definitely the mind will also will stop.
Yes.
So after that, immediately the subtle body will go away. That is mind of me. And whatever the Atma is there, it will be withdrawn by God.
Okay.
put down by God, the Atma, and subtle body will be going to universe. So for the next birth.
Good. Okay. Good, Kumaraswamy. Thank you.
Next, Krishna.
I'm trying to give a chance to everybody to give the opinion before we conclude the answer. Krishna Sharma. You know what? Krishna Sharma.
Shubham, sir.
Shubham.
The main problem comes at the time of death. Suppose, no doubt, body is not in a cooperation to do anything, but mind and ego are still active in his brain, because it is only going to go out from that dead body, because it is not having any no power supply, as you told. But it has recorded, and it is having its own emotions, or whatever the things are there, it is having. So unless until a person is enlightened in this life, definitely he has to take the next birth depending upon the strength of the emotions it is holding. So it is what happens, death means it definitely it will go to the next birth unless until he has enlightened in this birth. That is my
Very
opinion.
good. Thank you, Krishna Sharma. Very clear. I'm happy to hear such good answers.
Navjot.
Okay. Navjot.
So first of all, the waking state ends. The waking state ends,
Yes.
and the mind and ego lands in a new body as of waking from a deep sleep.
Yes.
And then life goes on as per karma. If the person they did not realize the truth in the previous life,
Yes.
and he keeps thinking again that he is the body and mind,
Yes.
and nature will give him a chance again and again until he realizes.
Good. Very good, Navjot. The cycle continues again and again.
Kiran.
Thank you. Kiran Katuria.
Shivoham Pranam Guruji.
Shivoham.
When soul leaves us, then the beauty goes away.
Okay.
The body decays and beauty is present due to the presence of God.
Very good.
That is the divine spirit. When it leaves our body, then we are no more beautiful. Body decays.
Excellent.
And rest of the things everybody has told.
So now I know how much you're reading Satyam Shivam Sundaram. You're reading it all the time. So your answer is also based on Satyam Shivam Sundaram. Thank you, Kiran.
Next, Veena.
Veena. Thank you. Good answer. Veena.
Namaste, Master.
Namaste, Veena.
After our death means the soul leaves us.
Yes.
Next procedure is according to our law of karma, Master.
Yes.
What we have done as a body, that we have to pay in our next. If we realize the means, we may get into the God. If
Yes.
not means, we have to reborn as of our karma, Master.
Thank you so much, Veena. Your words are very correct, and I'm very happy with your answer. Thank you, Veena.
Thank you,
Ashok
Master.
Nichani. Thank you. Ashok Nichani.
Shivam, sir.
Shivam Ashok.
At death, there is no breath.
Yes.
The divine leaves the body.
Yes.
And our mind and ego is, along with the divine, enters into another body.
Correct.
So that is after that, and पांच तत्वों का शरीर हमारा राख हो जाता है.
Very good. Very good.
According to our karma, we take birth again.
Correct. Absolutely correct. That's it.
That's it, sir.
Thank you, Ashok. Thank
Girish.
you. Girish, I'm so happy getting so many good answers today. All of you know more than I know. So it's very nice to hear all your answers. Girish.
Guruji, I wanted to add.
Yes, Sanjay Das.
Everyone has told that 99%, but 1% who's liberated will never come back again. That is left out.
Thank you,
That's
Sanjay
what
Das.
I felt was left out, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. You also
Even I
gave a full
told
answer,
that.
or you're only giving an additional answer? You
I
didn't give the full.
told that if he is liberated means he get
Yes.
into that God.
Yes, Veena. You told Veena. You're right. You told. Who's speaking next? Girish, yes, Girish, please give us your profound answer.
At death, we really wake up,
Yeah,
and by looking at the death of others, we understand that this world is really mithya.
very good. Excellent. Excellent. There's a new, Girish is giving a different perspective. And Das says, first thing, my name goes away. Everything will call me dead body. Lovely answer. Das gives a new perspective. Das says, my name will be gone and everybody will say dead body. Excellent answer. Anybody else?
Gautam.
Gautam finished. No? Yes, Gautam.
According to my this thing, after death, my soul will go in the it goes in the air, and the body and the mind which carries our karma is born in the other body as a zygote.
Excellent. You know, I'm amazed that about 10, 15, 20 of you have given the answers. And that shows the first question, you're all marching on the journey of enlightenment. You know, you must understand this. 99% of the world doesn't know the answer, what you know. And so it is fantastic. It is really amazing that, and each of you has given in your own way. It's not that everybody has repeated the same thing. No. What I speak is something different, but the way you have explained it, everybody has explained in your own words, in your own way. And that is amazing. So now I'm just going to tell you what, whenever some people ask me, what happens at death? So this is the answer I give. Okay, it's the same that you have given, but I'm just giving you the answer I give. I say, at death, when there is no breath and the body falls dead and returns to dust, one of two things happens. One of two things happens. In 99% of the cases, the mind and the ego carries its karma and is born in a new body to settle the karma. And this will go on and on. But in 1% of the case, when we realize we are not the body that dies, we are not the mind and ego, me. When we realize we are the divine soul, then there is no rebirth, there is no karma. We drop our karma and we are liberated from suffering, liberated from samsara, the cycle, the chakra of death and rebirth. We are liberated and united with God. This is what is said in the Katha Upanishad. And I stick to this. And all of you have given this answer. Some of you have given in some part, some of you have given in different part. I am amazed. Can you believe we did not get even one wrong answer? Can you believe what an amazing achievement for all of us together? We did not get even one wrong answer. Everybody was on the track. So today was a very interesting day. I'm sorry we took away the Ask Air subject and we got a very different kind of perspective, but we touched on two important subjects. Two very important subjects we touched. One, how to progress on the path of enlightenment. And two, what happens at death. So with that note, we will come back tomorrow at 8 and have you to ask me questions. Once in a way, we will reverse Ask Air and make it Air Ask once in a way. But I don't want to deprive you from asking questions. So tomorrow, please get ready with your questions. And I look forward to meeting you at 8. Thank you so much for your lovely answers. I bow down to you and I thank you.